Hey everyone, Bill here again. Just coming at you with a quick little video. I wanted to do this to show the installation process. I know Lynn and Stan, got that kind of backwards, but I know they have a video on the setup process, but sometimes people can still be intimidated, like, well, they're the guys that created it. They already know how to do all this. What about your average Joe? All right, well, I'm your average Joe, and I wanted to show you just how simple this is. It's not a super difficult process by any means, so we're gonna jump right into it, okay? If you have a PiBurn version 4, which is what I have, okay, this is obviously how it's set up and everything. So the first thing we got to do is we got to take this whole assembly right here off. Super simple. This little thumb screw around the back right here. You just unscrew this little guy. Boom, off. All right. I like to put it back in so that way I know I won't ever lose it. And that'll get put in my box. All right, so those guys were nice enough to include everything we need for the Omni or just straight grip setup. If you purchased it as an add-on, this is the bar. If you wanted to take off the whole assembly here and do just the grip, this is the attachment bar. I'm not gonna do that. I'm gonna do mine as an Omni setup for now. Now, if I ended up not ever using these ever again, I'll eventually switch it over to the grip, but for now, I'm gonna leave it as an Omni, okay? Here's some extra screws that you'll probably need with it. And of course the extra jaws. You have the metal jaws here, and then you have the extenders to be able to do like the dog bowls from JDS and things like that. They were also super nice enough to include these really good quality Wera driver bits that you need, 2 different sizes. That's all you need to do it, as well as an Allen key. So right now I have the short grips on, or thumb screws or whatever. Not thumb screws, but the grippers. I have the short ones on right now, and the reason being is because the long ones, if you're doing a JDS cup and it has that lip on the inside, if you look inside, you'll see that lip. If you use the long ones, it'll actually make it harder to make sure it spins true because it'll offset due to these being too long. So that's why I put the shorter ones in. But we'll get to that here in a minute. This, I believe, is an alignment tool for the pulleys in some way. I haven't really looked into this one yet. And then this is also an alignment tool to align your grip to the back pulleys here. And we'll get to that here in a minute. And then this is the adapter, the Omni adapter. It came in a bag and it was even labeled Omni adapter. So that was really nice. So the first thing we're gonna do is this is the first part that's gotta go on, okay? So you stick that on, I'm gonna get it lined up. Okay, it's all lined up. Now, all you gotta do is take your grip, line it up with that center hole, okay? Oops, I hope I actually get it in the right spot. And I can't see. There we go. Okay. So what I did to get it the easier way to line it up is I just set it completely flat on here, and I just moved it left and right. I'll do it again. Pull this out, right? So you see it's sitting on the bracket. I'm just sliding it back and forth. Oh, felt it click in. So now I'm gonna tighten it up. All right. So now once you install it, you'll notice that it's kind of wobbly. We're gonna tighten that down. So one thing that I want to do real quick, I didn't do this when I installed it earlier, but we're going to take these out and I'm going to drop this down because we're going to need that alignment tool. Okay. So we're going to use our little driver bit that was included and take out the screw here on this side. Okay. And then we're going to take this one out. And I'll explain why I'm doing this here in a second. And I want to drop it down to the lowest one. Okay, so now. Yeah. Sorry, I put in the thumb screw, but I need to do the actual lock screw first. And I'm not going to tighten it down all the way just yet. I'm going to leave it a little bit loose. Whoops. Okay. And then we're going to tighten this little, go ahead and take these off. Now I did that by hand because it's rubber. You can grip it really well. You can also use the driver bit and loosen it like that. Okay. We need these out of the way for this part of the process. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and tighten this down on there, like so. I'm gonna move this up. Okay. Like so. All right. And then we can go ahead. Now we know that it's lined up left to right, because if you don't move it, you can see, see it's kind of off center there. So it'll keep it in place. I'll go ahead and tighten this part down so it doesn't tilt on me anymore. Okay, and then these little set screws on the back right here, we're going to tighten these guys down. And one thing I didn't show off cam or on the camera, on the other side of these set screws, it's actually got a little nylon washer, which is nice so you don't damage the metal or the paint or anything on your grip. So we're going to tighten those down. Not super tight, just snug. And then we're going to top this one off right here, nice and tight. All right, and that's it. So now we know that our grip is lined up and centered with the back pulleys here. The only thing left that you would need to do is whenever you go to mount your cup, you know, loosen this back up to make sure it's you know, the slant it's level, you know, it levels your cup. And then you can just pop these guys right back on. And also, for those of you who may not know, these screws right here, if you loosen those up, you can slide these little arms in and out. And this is really beneficial because on some of these cups that we have, you know, the opening will go over it, and then you don't know if you're perfectly straight or not, and it might spin all wobbly. So what you can do is you can extend these out, and then that way the cup, this will act as your face plate, you know, to make sure that your cup is still nice and flush and perfectly straight. So that way when the rotary spins, your cup is spinning true. It's not spinning all wobbly and everything. And then that's it. That's basically all it takes to install it. Really quick, really easy, nothing too difficult about it. The next step obviously would be to dial in your steps per rotation. I've already got a video on that. And then, you know, you also have these little lever tools right here. So if you need to cinch something down a little bit tighter than you can with finger grip, you can do that, you know, using these. Also, if it's a little tight to try to loosen, you just use these to bust it loose, and then you can spin it freely as you need to. So that's really nice. Super simple process. Again, I just wanted to show you that any of us can do it. It's nothing too difficult, not rocket science or anything like that. So I hope this video helps you out. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out to me. If I can answer them, I will. If not, obviously I will direct you to Len and Stan, because they're the creators of this product and they are obviously the experts. So anyway, I hope you all have a good day. I hope this video helps you out, and have fun burning.